Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Garen Belmont. How y'all doing today? So, if you are new to the Wayfinder community, how's it going? My name's Garen. I've been covering Wayfinder since last year before early access went out for the MMO version of Wayfinder. But now, almost a year later, we are going through a massive change where the game is no longer an MMO RPG. The game is now a co-op action RPG. And so I've been gone for a little bit, but now I'm back because I've just been thinking about and working on other projects and thinking about kind of what I want to do with this channel. I know I keep saying that in my videos, but uh, I've just been having a hard time figuring out what my next move is. But with that being said, so the Echoes update for Wayfinder finally came out, and I finally had some time to actually play it, and I'm here to give you guys my overall thoughts and opinions of what I have played so far. Now, by and large, this is still Wayfinder. If you played Wayfinder before the Echoes update, then this is literally no different other than maybe other than some things, of course, and then some addition of things. And so I wanted to, again, just give you guys my overall thoughts and opinions. Now, I want to make one thing clear here, because one thing that I notice is that there are a lot of people upset about Wayfinder transitioning over to an ARPG, a solo ARPG. Well, you can play co-op with friends. And so people have taken to review bombing the game, and now I am someone, I do not believe in review bombing. No matter how bad the game is, I am not a big fan of review bombing. Just because review bombing has a much longer effect on a game, so when you review bomb something, it might be kind of like a heat of the moment thing, but, later on, maybe we might see things like multiplayer being added back into the game, where maybe we have like a matchmaking system. So even though we don't have, the MMO portion, we can still play with other people through like a matchmaking system. You never know. But I know that a lot of people are upset about the shift and the fact that people spent their money for an MMO and the fact that they can't get a refund, and I understand that. I 100% understand that, and I think it is your right as a consumer, as a customer, as someone who bought a product and you were told, "Oh, this game is going to be an MMO," and now the game isn't an MMO. I feel like you definitely should get your money back, but I don't really know the legality of things. I was a culinary student. I don't know the legality of all of that stuff. But from my perspective, and I could have the wrong perspective here, is that when you are buying into a game that is early access, there are numerous different things or numerous different problems that can happen when you're investing into an early access game. That game might shut down. That game might, they might say, okay, we don't have the funding. We can't keep making content for this game, so this is what you're getting. A lot of numerous problems can happen when it comes to early access, very similar to Kickstarter games, where you're investing into a game, and that game might not even come out. So that's something just to think about. But I want to say that if you are someone who is interested in playing Wayfinder and you see us Wayfinder content creators talking about the game or what have you, the game, there is a mass review bombing of Wayfinder. So if you see the Steam charts, that is not actually reflective of the game's quality and if the game is good or not. But that's all I have to say. Now let's get into the actual game. So Wayfinder's Echoes update is actually, in my opinion, the best version that Wayfinder has been in. Honestly, if we would have gotten this version of the game during early access launch to kind of start you out, and then they would have added more stuff over time, I definitely think Wayfinder, the MMO version, might have been in a lot better of a position. But the fact of the matter is that didn't happen. But Echoes update is so good, dude. The game feels more of an RPG than what the game did before. So, some of my favorite things that I experienced playing the Echoes update was, first of all, I am a huge fan of just going out in the world and seeing the loot drops, seeing, different weapons drop, seeing my character, or seeing myself getting like cosmetics, getting gear, which is like the craziest part, and then also just new pieces of gear, you know what I mean? Things that we didn't have in the MMO version of Wayfinder. It feels really, really good. It also feels really good to like open chests now that you can actually get like all these different types of loot drops, as you guys saw in the gameplay footage where I got like a decoration for my player housing. This is all stuff I'm really happy to see in the game, and it just makes the game feel so much better. But not only are we getting that stuff, we also got like item set bonuses, or sorry, gear set bonuses. So like when you have certain sets equipped, you get like specific gear set bonuses. But we also have transmog, so if you don't want your character to look stupid, you can make your character look however you want. Plus they added new cosmetics into the game, such as new dyes. They actually have now a specific emissive dye that makes the emissive portions of your character look a lot better. The game just feels so much better, and as someone who's been playing Wayfinder the entire time that it's been out, albeit I took a couple of breaks to play other games as games came out, this is definitely like it definitely feels like there was a lot of time and effort and thought put into the Echoes update. Now, another thing that I have been really, really enjoying is mounts. The addition of mounts just feels so good, and the mounts themselves actually feel good. They don't feel too stiff. They don't feel like stiff or too loose or too floaty, or they feel just right, at least from what I've used of my mount. Sometimes I don't even use mount because I have to remember that, oh wait, we have mounts now. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do like the way the mounts feel in this game. They feel really, really good. Once I get to the new area that was added in the Echoes update, I'll have to kind of do like an updated video on how I feel about everything so far, and maybe the future of Wayfinder, and if we can see possibly some more content in the future, maybe something similar to Remnant 2 where they do like DLCs. I have no idea. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But to kind of summarize everything, I am so ecstatic to be a Wayfinder content creator. I still am. And playing the Echoes update almost feels sad in a way, because it really feels like this is the best version of the game, but it came out after just all of the problems of the original early access release. And it just makes me wonder what could have happened if this is the version we got. But you can't go back in the past, at least until we have time machines, and we don't have time machines yet, so it is what it is. But I am so happy of what Airship Syndicate has done for the community. I genuinely am very happy, because they did not have to do this. And I think the people who are angry that they're not getting their $20 refunds that they spent last year, because I don't know if money is so I just want to say one more thing. If money is so tight for you that you're thinking about a $20, $50, $90, $150 purchase that you made last year, you're still thinking about that, I gotta be honest with you, maybe you shouldn't be spending money on video games, because video games have only got more expensive now. Granted, I spent $150 on the fucking Omega Whale edition of the Founders Pack, but I didn't regret my purchase, because at the end of the day, I'm happy that they still are giving us a product, and I still got I'm pretty sure I still got all of my items that I paid for, so. But that's just me. it is what it is. I know some people are going to be upset from me saying that, but that's just genuinely how I feel. If you are still upset, if you're upset about a purchase you made last year, maybe you should really think about your financial situation outside of the game, to where a purchase you made last year is still affecting you to the point where you want a fucking refund. I'm just saying. And if you're going out and spending $150 on, a fucking video game, it's a stupid fucking purchase. I made a stupid purchase, but it's a stupid purchase. Come on now. All right, come on. But anyway, I'm happy for what Airship Syndicate has done for this community. I'm really happy that they put the time and the effort, they put the passion and the love into giving us not only just giving us a product after, let's be real here, the game was going to shut down, but the fact that they actually made it better than what it was. Like I said before, the overall game, I don't want to say gameplay loop, but the feeling of getting gear, the feeling of, it feels so much better. Opening up chests, the fact that there's different chest models, which is something that, again, some of you who might be new to Wayfinder or haven't played the game yet and are planning to play the game once the Founders Packs go out. I can't remember when they're going out, but these are just small things that us who have been playing the game for almost a year now, these are things that we notice and things that feel really, really good. Opening up a chest, using a mount, having, maybe our characters feel maybe a little bit different, you know what I mean? These are things that we notice and things that just feel so much better, and it really shows that they actually put some time and effort. But now that we talked about that stuff, I also want to talk about the future of Wayfinder, and hopefully we still end up getting more content, because I still think that this game could use more content. I don't think the game is full yet. I don't think it's complete. One of the ideas that I had was them possibly still adding raids into the game, but just making them so that they're solo friendly, and if you decide to go in with a party or with your friends or something, maybe the difficulty, or maybe it scales depending on how many people you have with you. That's an option. I would also like to see maybe like 1 or 2 more Wayfinders in the game. I would also like to see some new weapon types. I feel like, as much as I'm happy that they gave us some new weapons, these are still all weapons that I have already used. So these are just some things to think about, and I'm going to have to make a separate video talking about this and the future of Wayfinder now that we have the Echoes update. But overall, I am very happy with what Airship Syndicate has done, and I wanted to say thank you to everyone on the Airship Syndicate team who made this possible, who still kept this game alive despite all of the numerous problems that have happened over the time that the game has been out in the public. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Garen Belmont, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.